Okay, algebra video about sets. I have here a question. Some student asked me to solve at an institute. Students are able to learn English, Spanish, and French. A survey was made and it produced the following results. Here we have results. Each of the 1,010 students, this is important, how many students at all? There are 1,010 students, 1,010 students are taking French, are taking at least one language, There's no student who is not taking a language, and some are taking all the three languages. This means first, by drawing the Venn diagram, we should draw the three circles intersected all together, representing each circle represents a language. This is English, this is Spanish, and this is French. Why they do intersect? Let's see here. First, this is part A, because part A is asking us to denote the number of students that are taking the three languages by X, and draw the Venn diagram. Number of students taking the three languages by X. Let's see. First, let's go to the points to the survey that is telling us only is the most important thing and easier ones. 40 students are taking French only. This part over here covers the French only. So this one is done. 68 are taking Spanish only. Spanish only is at this part here, not intersecting with English, not intersecting with Spanish. So how many? They are 68. Okay? They are 68. Great. 342 students, okay, leave it. 250 are taking English and French only. English and French, intersection between English and French, but over here, because only, we cannot put any number in those 250 inside this, because this is common with the Spanish at the same time, right? English and French only means only this one. Let's go back. 530 are taking both English and Spanish. Before I do this, let me do some the last one. The number of students taking English only is 1/3 of the number of students who are taking all the three languages. Also, before this, we have some important point we have to deal with before. Denote the number of students who are taking all the three languages by X. The three languages at the same time means English. This is English. This is part of the circle of the English, right? And this is Spanish. And this is French. So they do intersect over here. So this is X. Is that okay? All the three languages at the same time. All right? Now, let's go back to this one here. To this one. The number of students taking English only is 1/3 the number of students who's taking the three languages. English only. It's over here. No intersection with French, no intersection with Spanish. It's third the number of students who are taking all the three languages. What do we have? We still have this one yet. 530 taking both English and Spanish. 530 taking both English and Spanish means it's 530 minus X, because both English and Spanish, 530. Not English and Spanish only. This means this number, which is 530 minus X, plus this number. What else? We have for 342 taking Spanish and French. 342 taking Spanish and French, also minus X, to represent only 342 for both Spanish and French. Right? I think so we have done from part A. We still have two small parts to go. Part B says, form an equation in X and solve it. How to form this equation? We can form this equation from this Venn diagram, right? From this Venn diagram. Part B, let's take all the data. First, we have X over 3. Then we have plus 530 minus X plus 68, right? plus 342 minus x. We don't have to forget any one of them. Plus x, plus 250, and plus 40. Those all represents all the number of students in all this class. Okay, solve it. Let's solve it. This is simple to solve, right? It's one equation with one unknown. We have here minus x, and here we have plus x. So what left is x over 3. This one. And minus x over here. Let's first try to add all these. 530 plus 250, it's 780. 780 plus 40, it's 820. It's 820. Add it to them. Okay, we finish from this and this and this. We still have this one and this one. 342 and 68, it's 410. 410. So what do we have here? We have 1230 equal 1010. Let's take this to the other side, or subtract 1230 from both sides. We get x divided by 3 minus x equal 1010 minus 1230. This means that x over 3 minus x equal minus, right, 2020 minus 2020, 1230. Subtract from it 1010, but the sign of the greatest one is minus, so it's minus 220. Let's multiply the whole equation to make it easier to solve for x by 3 to get rid of the fraction. So it will be x minus 3x equal minus 220. This means that, not minus 220, minus 660, right? We have to multiply 3 times x over 3, it's x, minus 3 times x, it's minus 3x. Then 3 times minus 220, minus 660. So what we got is minus 2x equal minus 660. We divide both sides by minus 2 to get x equal finally 330 students who are taking all the 3 languages together. State the numerical value of the number of students in S union F. What's the meaning of N of S union F? It's not the set S union F, it's the number of elements in it, number of students in it. S union F means that students that are taking Spanish and French. Number of students that are taking Spanish and French, right? Number of students who's taking Spanish and French, not Spanish and union, the union, not intersection. Spanish and French means, right? Let me make it in other color. Let us make it in this color. Spanish and French, right? Spanish and French over here also, right? All of those students. We can make it easier. Instead of adding all those inside the yellow one, what is the number of students of all the class? It's 1010. So the only one which is outside my set is x over 3. So simply, the students that are taking Spanish and French is all the 1010, all the students in the class, except this one over here, right? Except this one over here. So the union is the yellow color I did over here, Spanish and French, right? Taking x over 3, so simply it's all the students, right, which are 1010 minus x over 3. This means it's 1010 minus 330 divided by 3, which is 1010 minus 330 divided by 3, 110. So how many students in all? 900 students taking Spanish and French all together. And that's it.